Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Again, apologies for the lack of uploads. Yeah, lockdown's just lockdown. This is an old set that I found lurking in my videos that I edited and decided to upload for you all. I know you've been missing my videos, but I will be back on it very, very soon. So I've already applied these were the glitter stiletto tips, and I just cut the end off. And I started off by applying my clear base, and then the colour at the tip is CJP Elderberry. And then I come in with CJP Copper Penny and fading that up. I'm using the one monomer and my big boy brush. Apologies also if you can hear anything in the background, that is my washing machine. So this glitter is you know what, I can't even remember. I think it's Purple and Gold Superfine from my collection mixed with Copper Penny. No, it's not. That's Purple and Gold Superfine at the tip. I'll check back and I'll make sure it's the right product uploaded in the description box. And through the centre of those, I'm using Chameleon flakes from CJP. I'll just dip into a tiny, well, I get a tiny bead of crystal glass and then into the flakes. And you only need a tiny, tiny bit of the flakes. A little bit does go a long way. This nail, I'm starting off with Elderberry at the cuticle. Getting it nice and flush, getting that brush behind the bead so you get as close to the cuticle as possible. And I'm doing my favourite marbling, Elderberry, Copper Penny and Birthday Suit. Apply those really wet and using your brush and a very, very light touch at a 90-degree angle. Just swirl those colours together. Don't pat over your marbling too much, otherwise it will just blend into one big mush. And then the same again. Really light touch and you brush to a point, just swirl those together. And I apply that wash of colour in the cuticle area so you don't have to get the marble really nice and neat in the cuticle, because it can be quite difficult to do that. So another bead of Elderberry on this nail at the cuticle. As you can see, I'm getting my brush right behind it and tapping into that cuticle, making sure obviously the product is not touching the skin, but getting as close as possible. And if your prep is, you know, really on point, and you've got your cuticle really nice and tidy, you can really get that product close. So on this nail, I'm using my Purple Gold Superfine and Purple Gold Chunky Cut. These are my glitters, and I will leave all links below, as always, in the description box. Just again, using a tiny bead of crystal glass to pick up those glitters. The key when working with glitters and layering is to work really thin, so you can build your layers up. If you use a really big bead of clear, then you're going to have too much bulk there. And this nail is, it's that long since I did this set, I can't even remember. So I'm just waiting for the video to happen. Again, Elderberry. Absolutely love this colour. Again, tapping into that cuticle, getting really nice and flush and pulling that bead towards the tip. Removing those little pieces of glitter that just get absolutely everywhere and ruin the nail in the process. So just fill that in. And copper pen it at the tip. And really light touch, blend that back, because that colour is really pigmented, the copper pen, it's got that shimmer to it. So a little bit really does go a long way. Then onto the thumbnail. So a full bead of copper penny. Again, pushing up to that cuticle and then getting my brush right behind it to make sure it's nice and flush. As always, you get bored of me saying it, but that's how it is. And then just pull the rest of that bead down the nail. And this spreads so easily. These shimmery colours are just an absolute dream to work with. And it allows you to work thin as well and still get that amazing pigment. I just love that colour, it's so nice. Then coming in with a small bead of crystal glass and dipping into the purple and gold superfine glitter. Doing sort of a swoosh through the nail. Just using the tip of my brush to move that glitter where I want it. And then coming in with those Chameleon flakes, again from CJP Nail Systems. And a little bit really goes a long way. They do break up and spread out quite easily. And then I come on to capping. So before I cap each nail, I just wet it slightly with monomer, so you don't get any dry patches on the nail. And getting that product flushing the cuticle, leaving some bulk in that apex area, and then walking the rest of the bead down the nail using the belly of my brush. So onto my filing technique, exact same as always, starting it on those side walls, and I'm going up and over. As you can see, it creates that nice crisp line and that sharpness, especially with a nail of this shape. You really want it nice and crisp and nice and straight, more importantly. Shape that free edge, come underneath to make sure it comes out straight. Contour round my first side wall, round the cuticle area and up the other side wall, and then down the barrel of the nail. Making sure all that nail is filed and it's all nice and even. You've got no lumps and bumps. You want it to be nice and smooth. But because I apply my acrylic like I don't own a file, I apply it really nice and smooth, so that I don't have that much finish filing to do. And then I just buff over with a buffing block. Then I remove all the dust, wipe over with acetone, and I'm applying my Halo No Wipe top coat. I don't mind this top coat, but I was only using it because I ran out of my CJP. My CJP is my go-to and my favourite top coat, but this one is, you know, it's still good. And then I cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. And as you can see, I'm just wiping any excess off those edges. Make sure you are wearing your gloves when you do this. You don't want to be touching, obviously, any product. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.